Hello everyone, Mario the Smash Bro here and welcome back to Cuphead. Today we're revisiting INKWELL 1 and we're going to be fighting all 5 of the bosses on expert difficulty so that we can obtain an S rank. For each individual boss I'll be showing the strategy required to get them on S rank and I'll be showing the weapons that we're going to be using along with the super required to beat the boss. First up we have the Root Pack in Botanic Panic. Let's go. For this fight we have the pea shooter and the roundabout equipped, who's going to start off by shooting them both of them while switching between the weapons. As soon as she shoots out a worm, make sure to parry it. This section of the fight is where we can get easy parries, so make sure to get all 3 here. I waited for a little bit just so I didn't take him into his next phase so I could get my 3rd parry. And once I got my super all the way up to 5, I saved it for the 2nd phase. You'll need it for that. There you go. As soon as the onion spawns, use your super. Once again, keep on shooting while spam clicking between the weapons. Keep on changing. It'll do extra damage this way. Once he moves on to his final phase, start by immediately aiming upwards and shooting off your super up into the sky. It's better to use the roundabout X, but if you do happen to use the pea shooter X, that's perfectly fine. Make sure not to get hit by his little wave things there. And there you go. It's a knockout. Now that we've completed the Root Pack, next up is Goopy Legrand in Ruse of Anus. For this fight we're using the lobber and the roundabout. We're going to spam click to change the weapons rapidly, and as soon as he hits the ground that's where we'll be doing most damage. Make sure to duck underneath that move there, and keep on using the move on him. As soon as he does this, make sure to use 3 parries to get all 3 of the question marks. But as soon as he jumps into the air and lands, use your super on him. That's where you'll be able to hit him the most. I use my dash to avoid his move there, duck underneath him if he's about to punch you, and he'll move on to his final phase. It's very helpful to have some supers charged for this. It's very important to keep on moving in this phase, otherwise you'll get crushed. Just keep on jumping and shooting and you should be fine. Make sure to use any single X you do get at any point in the battle, and that's easy knockout. Now that we've beaten Goopy Legrand, we're now moving on to Burgh in Threatening Zeppelin.
Good day for a well battle. It's on.
You're going to be wanting to use your gun primarily, or your rapid fire gun for this. You can change between your bomb at any time, wait for the 3rd little Zeppelin to appear and it will shoot a parryable shot. Make sure to get that early on. When she moves on to her next phase, I move up close to her and I start spamming to change between my regular gun and my bombs. This does quite a bit of damage. The purple Zeppelin here is guaranteed to shoot a parryable shot. She move on to her next phase, just keep on wailing on her here. Make sure to save your super for the next phase, it's very important for that. Now it's not like you have to, but it will make the boss fight a lot easier if you do so. It's very helpful to go underneath the tornadoes rather than go over them, it's much easier to avoid them that way. Now as you can see I'm still continuously switching between the bomb and the rapid fire for high DPS. Keep on firing to the top left of the boss so you can destroy the stars before they get released. I use my super here. And then I keep on shooting. And she's now in her next phase. Target the green Zeppelin and then take the parryable shot that the purple one fires. Shoot the green one again. We'll get another pink shot. Now we have enough parries. Just keep on firing and avoiding all of the shots from the little Zeppelins. As soon as your super gets fully charged, use it on her immediately. And then spam click again to change between weapons to build up your super again. Every single time you do happen to get an X, make sure to use it. There'll be 2 types of UFOs that appear. Anytime you see a red one, go straight underneath it. If you see a brown one, bait it out so that it will shoot its shot, and then move underneath it when it's safe to do so. You go with the brown one, I go a little bit closer to it, bait it out. Red ones you go straight underneath. If you follow this strategy it'll be very easy to take her out. Now that Hildeberg is taken care of, we're now fighting Cagny Carnation in Flow of Fury.
This match will get red hot. And begin!
For this fight, I'm using the lobber and the roundabout, and I get right up close to him on the first platform. As soon as I see the pink one approaching me, I jump and parry it. In this first phase of the boss fight, he will be spawning many seeds, so make sure to take every single opportunity to parry so that you don't miss one later on in the fight. There'll be one more parry approaching, I make sure to get that one, and I use my super on him as soon as possible. I dash to the left to avoid any of the enemies that are about to hit me, and I jump up onto the platform so that I don't get hit by his big long face. Keep on switching between the weapons, high DPS for that. Make sure to avoid any of the things he fires out of his hands. He'll do that a fair few times. Keep on firing and he'll move into his last phase. It's safest to stay around the middle platform because you can easily move between the two platforms on the outside. If he does happen to shoot a pink flower at you, it's best to parry it. Because if you do parry it, you'll be able to keep on moving and you won't have to worry about it in the other platforms. Use your super if you get the chance. Then move up onto the first or middle platform and keep on firing at him. Now that Cagny Carnation is taken care of, we're now fighting Ribian Croaks and Clip Joint Calamity.
Here's a real high-class bout.
For this fight we're using mainly the charger, but we'll be using the charger and the spread. Keep on using your charge shot to keep on hitting them, and use the spread anytime the little firefly things get sent above you. The moment I get my super, I use it. The fireballs will follow a set pattern, so it's fairly easy once you get the pattern down pat. It's very easy to then start parrying each individual one. You'll start getting more parries than you need, but that's a good thing. As soon as they move into the next phase, be sure to save your super for the final phase, so don't use it in this. You're going to want to stay closer to the right hand side of the screen than the left, since it's much easier to avoid these shots if you do so. He's going to start spinning his arms in a second, so the pattern for that is bottom, middle, top. So, jump over this one, then crouch underneath the second one, and then keep on moving. Keep on shooting as well. Once they've both done that, they're going to move into their final phase. We're going to wait for 4 or 5 coins to be sent out, and then the lever will be pushed down. We can then parry it and then dash back. As soon as this happens, I use my super so that I can do some damage before the platforms start appearing. If I used it any later, I would have probably taken damage from the spikes. Make sure to jump every second platform rather than every first, otherwise it'll be moving too quick for your character to follow. Now, just as a side note for this fight, I was not using the smoke bomb dash, I was actually using the coffee so I could build up my super meter faster. When the ball one comes out, just make sure that you pay attention to which way the fire is going to be coming and keep on firing your charge shots. So there you have it, every single boss in INKWELL IL1 Expert difficulty getting S rank. So, that means that for INKWELL IL1 we've now beat all of the levels in Pacifist along with all the bosses. You can see there I've got all my times and my grades, so we have now completed World 1. So guess what we're going to be doing next time? We're going to be moving on to World 2. So next time on Cuphead we're going to be taking on all of the bosses in INKWELL IL2 Expert difficulty S rank. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys then.